Yeah, my first time going to the detention center, I was 9 years old. I went to my first program at the age 11. From there, I did a total of 5 juvenile programs. I ended up going to prison when I was 16. I escaped from a level 10 juvenile program, and that's what landed me in prison. But I said all that to say this to you young kings and you young queens. If you don't listen to your family, your elders, your parents, your grandparents, any elders that's telling you something right, you're gonna end up in places that you really don't want to be in, such as prison. And if you don't listen to them, when you get to prison, you're gonna be forced to listen to the officers. So you might as well listen to your authority, your family members, your guardians, while you're free, because it's a whole different world when you get to prison. The officers, they ain't gonna play with you. Your gang can't help you. And the people that was trying to tell you what was right, they ain't gonna be able to help you. It's gonna be out of their hands. And people die in prison. I got stabbed, I got stabbed 3 times. I almost died. Prison is serious. Everybody don't make it home from prison. So you gotta keep that in mind. Officers tell you to do something, you gotta do it. If you don't, they have the right to spray you or put their hands on you to force you to do what they say do. And if they still can't get you to do it, they put you in something called isolation, confinement, CM. That's where you're in a cell by yourself. You're no longer on a compound with all the inmates. You can't go out to the rec yard. You can't get canteen. You can't call your family. You can't get visitations. None of that. You know what I'm saying? That's when you in disciplinary. So I just said all that to say this, man. Keep your freedom, pursue your dreams. Stop trying to be accepted by the gangs or the people in the streets, because everything you do in the streets, you eventually got to pay for it. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. Sometimes it tears and it take a long time. Some people have longevity in the streets. You know what I'm saying? They may have, when I say longevity, some people might be selling dope or robbing, might be able to do it for 5, 10, 15 years. But when they finally get caught, it usually be worse than the ones that did it for a year or two and got caught. You know what I'm saying? So what we put out into the universe is what we get back. What we do, we reap what we sow. So I said all that to say, when you're disrespecting your parents, you're committing crime, and the reason why I'm making this video, because I was watching the news and I seen up here how 4 young dudes jumped on an older lady, robbed her. Then you had another situation where the old dude, I heard Steve Harvey talking about the 4 young dudes that killed the old man, Mr. Jackson. One of the dudes know Mr. Jackson, and the other dude, early in the morning, Mr. Jackson was going to the store. I guess they heard Mr. Jackson kept money inside of his truck. So the one dude went up to him, speaking to him. The other young dude came up with the pistol. And he was like, "No, man, we can't rob Mr. Jackson." But the dude still robbed him and shot him. He made it to his house, and they was able to get him and take him to the hospital. He died 2 days later. And they got the man money and all that out the truck. But they caught the young brothers. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize, anytime you batterly on the elderly, carry a life sentence. Anytime you kill somebody that's elderly, it carry a life sentence, possibly the death penalty. So you got to be cautious of the crime that you commit. You know what I'm saying? Because there is consequences, and you gonna get caught sooner or later. You gonna get caught sooner or later. I don't know who this for, but you gonna get caught sooner or later committing crime. Then we living in technology era. We living in a digital era. They got cameras everywhere, young kings. Cameras everywhere. You see everybody that's killing people and all this, they getting caught. They getting caught. Why? Because they have advanced in technology. We live in a digital world. We have cameras everywhere, on inside the cars, outside the cars, even the red lights. You can't even run the red lights no more. They'll send you a ticket in the mail because they have digital cameras. So I'm telling you, young kings, man, you have to be smarter. In these days we living in, and it's getting worse from the times when I first went to prison, man. We had you can have cash money on the compound. There was a lot of things that you could buy. The food is not the same. They don't buckle down on prison, the feds and the state. In Florida, where I'm from, you do 85%. That's all of your time, and the game time that you earn, you still gonna have to do that on conditional release when you get out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And this is what the guys that's making the rap music, talking about gang, gang, bang, bang, killing and all this, selling all this dope, talking about sleeping with all these different women and all this, and, you know, flying the ice and all this. Man, they ain't telling you the other side. It's another side to all that. It's another side to all that. You know what I'm saying? And we losing too many of you young kings to the prison and to the graveyard. So, you know, this video today, man, it's just to put y'all on awareness, man, to give y'all some awareness of what's really going on in the system and behind them gates. You know what I'm saying? It ain't sweet. If you free, stay free. You have a better chance. You have a better chance with your freedom being out here with your family. Because you go to prison, you don't know if you're going to make it home. You don't know if you're going to lose your mind. You don't know if people going to jump you. You don't know if they're going to try to force you in the game. You might go to prison. The officer might dislike you. Because the color of your eyes, because of your tattoos, because of your size, the way you talk. And a lot of officers, they come to work. They take their problems out that they have at home on the inmates. These are facts, no cap. So I'm letting you young kings know, man, stay free, man. Freedom is priceless. You can get a lot done out here. Like I say, man, I heard a brother say, man, he'd rather be free and broke than be in prison with $1 trillion. Because if you're in prison with $1 trillion, people don't even see you as a trillionaire. They see you as an inmate, and everybody gonna be conspiring on you because you got the money and they in the hunger. Versus being out here, you poor, but things could change. You can go buy a scratch off and hit for $1 million. You can find a good job. A lot of things can happen. People could help you. Anything can happen in the free world. In the free world. You can wake up tomorrow, be walking down the road, man, and find a bag of money, find anything, something that could direct you to a better situation for you. But versus prison, having all the money in prison, only thing you can buy is soup, chips, sodas, honey buns. That's it. That's it. That's the only way you can spend your money. That's the only way you can spend your money. And them dudes and that ain't never coming home. They don't care nothing about your money. You a target. Cause you got money. And a lot of them brothers that ain't never coming home ain't got money. So y'all young brothers, stay free, man.